You know, we got Starbuck here in the bottom left, a random player. He can really do it all. He chose human against Foggy.
Yes,
so he'll be main racing human. Of course, we have Foggy in the top right of Autumn Leaves, opening up Keeper. And a different Ancient of War. I'm so getting annoyed at this Ancient of War green. Yeah, I love the different. Yeah, do an orange, do a red.
Yeah,
do
you could
do
build
anything.
it in so many different places, bro. You could build it. You could build it right here. You can build it right here, and same vice versa on the other spawn too. There's a lot of places. Yeah, the right-hand side orange camp is a little bit ridiculous, I'll admit, but you know, try it out. Go Warden. Let's see some Warden. Of course, it's Keeper, but you know, show me some Warden.
Could be good. Could be very spicy, hot and sticky. And yeah, I'm excited to see what Starbuck wants to do with human against elf.
Yeah.
Obviously gonna probably go on the aggression, but we'll find out. I mean, every time this guy off races, it's always amazingly done. So
yeah, it's hard to know whether or not, especially with off race players, because when we see the Great Wall off race human, he does it in order to do like most of the time like a tier 2 all in. But I was going to ask the question, is Starbuck going to go for a macro game with human? It seems like he is. I love this so much from Starbuck. I've been advocating for this, to always go immediately for this right-hand expansion on Autumn Leaves. Just go for it right away. I think it's so good. I think it's just so good.
yeah, he's obviously going to have the time to do that. The Keeper is busy with his own expansion as he starts to creep out. So Starbuck should be able to get this. The Wisp Scout is pretty good, although Starbuck going to send his Archmage out early, so this Water Elemental is not going to get dispelled at all, which is great. It's going to buy him a little bit more time to tank this camp and take less damage on his Militia ultimately. But really good awareness from Starbuck, knowing that, one, this is Foggy. He's obviously going to scout me. So good start for Starbuck, I think. Gets the level 2 Crystal Ball. Not the greatest item, but he could definitely see that at the perfect time, Foggy going for his own expansion.
I think he can just run up and cancel that. That's actually kind of nice. Does he have... He obviously got detonated earlier, but he's going to have enough mana for a Water Elemental in time. The question is Foggy going to be prepared for this? The weird thing is, Foggy might have not seen that Starbuck scanned the expansion. So he doesn't know that Starbuck knows, if you dig me. So he wasn't able to be in position to defend this, or else he may have been able to. But now, this is a definite cancel, although it may cost 2 footmen.
2 footmen seem like a pretty fair trade for an expansion. Wisp trying to come into Deado on the Water Elementals, needs less damage output. And he might get a few Deados. Oh, was that a deny?
That was a deny and a half. Deny City.
Very nice. Foggy going to put down the expansion right away, but his wood is kind of doing it. Oh, oh! God, he did it again.
Do we get a third? Are we getting a three-peat? Oh. Oh, I don't think he's in range any longer.
No,
Foggy will secure that at least. And his expansion's finally getting up. Is the Archmage going around town? Not enough mana for a Water Elemental, though, to get it. If he had a Water Elemental, he may be able to cancel this or force the double detonate yet again.
It's actually a very cute Moonwell placement from Foggy as well. It's going to help that one archer that was getting attacked. Starbuck's expansion is up, though, and it is mining, and the Arcane's on the way. So I would say very good aggression play from Starbuck. As he... What did he reveal? Did he reveal... What did he just reveal? Oh, he revealed, okay, the mid, to see if Foggy was contesting this camp, which he is.
Yeah. Yeah, if Starbuck could have had the golden time to maybe steal that Berserker, I imagine he would have, but now Foggy's goal should be generally just to get level 3 himself, and then try to pick apart these footmen if he can. At this point, he's really not going to get a lot of damage done at the expansion, even if he were to run across right now. The Arcane's going to get up, so I imagine both players are going to try to get level 3, which is going to favor Foggy, but Starbuck probably just going to be happy with that expansion cancel he got at least.
Keeper going to chase the Archmage, but that's fine for Starbuck, as, yeah, he's solo creeping the units for level 3 as quickly as possible. Foggy's going to bring the units across the map, though, and the Keeper with a lot of mana. Looks like he's probably going to go in the aggro.
Level 1 entangle, though. That's it. That's all he's got. A lot of mercenaries, of course, and Water Elemental not as scary as it once was against that troll Shadow Priest. Is there defend on the footman yet? I imagine if it hasn't been upgraded yet, it will be after this footman. And then Starbuck will probably be a lot less scared. He bought boots and staff and dust and boots and cats and boots and cats, but he's getting attacked by the creeps right now, so he's got to run away for now. Is there a shop up as well? There is not quite yet. It probably will be built soon.
Yeah, defend on the way. This looks like this might be a long slog of a haul on Autumn Leaves to start us off. Both players getting their expansions up relatively safe. I mean, Foggy did have to cancel once, but puts it down right away. And now we're just creeping, going into the mid game now. This could be a banger.
Yeah, like so far, pretty impressed with Starbuck. He's sort of doing everything he's supposed to be doing. And Foggy, the only real error he's made so far is not realizing the expansion was revealed, so he needed to be in position to defend it earlier. But, level 3, both players. Double Barracks Footman, by the way, coming up, and a Blacksmith for Starbuck. Foggy probably just going to see some lures in the future, of course, getting his shop and his Ultra Vision. Now in the first real fight, but the Keeper's not level 3, which is actually a very big deal in Starbuck's favor.
Oh, Starbuck looking to block in that Berserker, but it does squeeze right out. Another deny. That's 3 out of 4 for Starbuck, which is really nice. That's going to keep that Keeper at level 2, like you said, Carson.
He would have been level 3 off any of those almost. A little bit more experience than Footman, but would have been very close with those denies.
Well, all 3 certainly would have netted him level 3, and that would be a much different scenario that we're seeing right now. Shop gets canceled. And Starbuck's putting on some pressure with defend footies, which is definitely where he wants to be. He's still just buying time for his tech. Blacksmith at the expo. And Foggy's just running away for the most part. Starbuck putting on the pressure on this kid.
Yeah, there's one Moonwell at the expo. I was going to say, where are the other Moonwells? Because there's not a lot of healing available for Foggy. Foggy, who cannot build his lures and has... Oh my god, how many Wisps are exposed in the main base, Ricky? He's only got 1 Lumber. Okay, he's building the lures at his expansion. Panda being picked up is going to be a huge breath of fire, but a lot of damage being done by Starbuck, and this is the end of the Footman train. Another deny in the middle of the chaos. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this is looking very, very good for Starbuck. Buying so much time, Keeper getting low, and the Moonwell juice is empty, Carson. Pretty much empty.
Yeah.
This Panda's going to have to go ham sandwich, and he does. Good breath of fires coming across. A lot of these footies will die, but this is all really just going into Starbuck's tier 2 tech, which we see double racks, double sanctum. Blood Mage coming out. This is insane.
This is absolutely tremendous right now for Starbuck. Yes, he's losing Footman, but this is as to be expected. This is why you build the Footman, to lower the Moon Juice, to slow the creeping down the second hero, to delay the tech if possible, which Starbuck maybe could have done a little bit better. It was nice of Foggy to have Wisps available at the expansion and to build the lures immediately there. So credit to Foggy for that, but I do think does Starbuck think he's keeping Foggy on no lures currently? No way he thinks that, right?
Blood Mage comes up the middle, but I don't actually think he saw both. I think maybe he saw one, but I'm certain that Starbuck's going to see the tech going at the expansion. If he could just go down. Yeah, that's a lot. I think Foggy's down to like 4, maybe 3. 1, and then... Oh, okay, he's got 6.
Does he have 6? Okay.
Yeah.
1 in the shop. He's building some more. So he's going to have enough, and if he really needs to, he can get a Shredder. Last of the Footman going to go down, but of course, this is the last of the Footman dying to Entangle. Adept Priests are on the way currently. So probably just going to see Starbuck as... Okay, now he loses that Footman. He's under upkeep now, which is almost kind of nice for Starbuck. Probably going to see him just push straight up to 70 and try to break this expansion of Foggy if possible.
He's getting a lot of damage done. One Dryad going to actually go down. And this is just Water Elementals and 2 heroes, Carson. This is definitely worth for him, and he's going to back up a bit. Does see that the bear transition's coming in. Should go back and see what he's got. He's got mass rifle casters is going to be the flavor of choice for Starbuck off of, like I said, double racks, double sanctum. This is going to be a really fast 60 food army. We're already seeing it, Carson. 58 supply, 60 supply. There we go. Just like that.
Oh my god.
And this is well before Bear Master training. Well before.
Yeah, I think Starbuck's got probably, what, a minute to play with? A minute and a half to play with? He's got a long time. And in that time, Foggy's going to have to defend with Panda level 1. This might be a situation where maybe a Naga would have been better, an Alchemist even. But it's tough to hold with just Archers and Mercs currently. Especially when the Panda's getting no value against the Blood Mage.
Yeah, I was going to say the Blood Mage kind of just makes it even worse for him, but yeah, you're eventually just going to have like maybe a giant-looking bear that does less damage, actually.
Yeah.
But he needs to work on that mana. The rejuves come in. No Dispels in range just yet. So the Panda's going to heal up a bit, but yeah, the mana is going to be definitely an issue. As one of these lures, Carson's going to go down, and Tower's coming in. Starbuck's going to make this work in game 1. I think the one bear goes down before the Master training. And these are huge pickoffs, especially on one lore now. It doesn't even matter that you have an expansion. Foggy's wood, by the way, like you said, from killing those wisps. Look at his wood. Yeah. 70, 80, his wood his economy's decimated right now.
Yeah, this has just been so sick from Starbuck from start to finish. Like, everything he did was just so good. It was so correct. It wasn't overcomplicated. It wasn't anything crazy, but look at him now. 74 supply against Foggy's 37 and no lumber. Now Master Training kicks in, but what does he have? One bear, another one on the way, but the lure's about to fall. This was just perfectly played by Starbuck. It was just very, very well done, and Foggy has absolutely no chance to hold this.
The human decision paying off. Starbuck knew exactly what he was doing going into this series. And this is a well-hit timing. And he did everything that he needed to make himself get in this position. I mean, the aggression from the start, he did not give Foggy any respect. And we talk about that in Europe, like a lot of players giving Foggy, Happy, Hawk, GG. Foggy's going to tap out game 1. Wow.
Yeah, gotta say, I like what I'm seeing from Starbuck, man. The immediate expansion, the crystal ball goes for the pressure. Falls back, gets level 3, and then gets dual racks footman and defend, and then pressures on tier 2 early and just transitions into a clean 60 food timing at the expansion. I like what I'm seeing from Starbuck. That's how you do it.
In the top left, we do have Starbuck playing human, obviously, throughout this entire series, and Foggy again in the bottom right. It doesn't look like Foggy's going to deviate either, Carson. It looks like we're going to see Keeper again coming from him. Keeper Archers.
Yeah, it normally takes Foggy about 20 losses to deviate, but of course he knows what works. And he does it for a reason. This is the standard that he's playing. The Keeper, the quick expansion into Panda, into Lores. It is a standard. Just like when he plays against Happy, he is playing the standard. He's playing the Keeper, he's playing the DH, he's playing the double Lores as the quick expansion. He's playing what works best and what he is trained for. And of course, he is a player that's practiced a lot in these scenarios. But Starbuck just seemed to have the answers last game. I mean, what Foggy can do is try to disrupt the expansion a bit more of Starbuck. Well, it's going to be hard on Tidehunters for sure.
So, I mean, yeah, like you said, Foggy, a bit robotic in this sense. He does need to get spanked a bit before he does deviate, but I think he's just going to do the same thing. And if you do the same thing, Carson, what do you change? Starbuck's going to be in your face. We see him going straight for the expansion again. Why? He's not changing anything.
I love it. Yeah, it's perfect. This is. I completely agree, Starbuck. Completely agree. You see so many human players lollygag around and try to get, like, just like they play against Undead and they go for like a first, second dot of night expansion. It's like, no, go for it right away. You know the Night Elf's going to at least Ancient War creep 1 camp. Yes, Foggy's coming across, which I think is an excellent adjustment by Foggy. But still, Starbuck's going to have time to clean up the entire creep camp before Foggy gets here, almost. And double Wisp detonate. We'll see what damage Foggy can do. At least he can steal the item, and the claws is nice. The surround, he can lock it in. Foggy, why are you summoning treants like that?
Oh, not the best play. This Keeper's going to be out of the mix right away. He does steal the claws, which is a nice steal, but, I mean, forcing a TP, or did the Keeper just dies? He forces the TP, but he also takes as much damage as possible trying to get some peasants.
denied both of those peasants, by the way. Both of them.
And the peasants are kind of not as important as Moon Juice, not as important as your TP. I mean, yeah, he's still got 3 here. He can start this expansion a little bit slow, albeit, but, I mean, the peasants are going to start rolling in, and he's going to have the same timing, except now Foggy, he's going to have a glass cannon hero, the Keeper, with no TP.
Yeah, and like that was a great play from Foggy. It was the right idea, I think, but why summon treants when you have 12 units about to surround you? I just don't get it. You could have chilled, you got the claws, yeah, everything going well, you're going to delay the expansion no matter what. But he just lets himself get surrounded. Now he's waiting for the Staff of Teleportation. He's going to go right back because sunk cost fallacy. But this time he's going to be very close to level 3 after this green camp. Not very close, but he'll be getting there, and maybe a few more peasants. If he can snowball this, Foggy, and get a couple more peasants off this harass, it could be good for him, but, I mean, his mana is not the greatest. Alright, can Starbuck buy any items? He sells something there. Didn't actually see what that was. Perhaps Ace Slippers, and he's going to pull the marketplace. But Foggy, like I said, is in pretty good position to do damage. I think this is a mistake from Starbuck. He's overextending across the map. Don't believe even... No, he didn't get the cancel on that tower. And now he's going to lose 1, 2, possibly 3 peasants, and 2 more of these bad boys, or 3 more rather, and this will be level 3 on the Keeper. The Keeper that still has 100 mana for another set of treants.
Wow, yeah, that was crazy value from Foggy. He kind of just walked right up, too, and Starbuck just way out of position.
Oh!
But Starbuck closes the surround and forces the Keeper to staff out. I was like, where are those footmen? The footmen were making a play, Carson.
Yeah, Jesus. That was quite the surround, but note, Starbuck only has 1 peasant on lumber currently, Ricky, and his expansion just got up, so... Now he's got 2, but Foggy, I doubt he's going to let up this pressure. He's, of course, getting level 3 now and more mana, but I assume he's just going to walk right across the map yet again.
Yeah, the archers are going back. Keeper definitely wants 3, and he does pick up 3. Picks up gauntlets, which is a whatever. It's a whatever item in this case. A little bit tanky on the keeper, but not too much value. And yeah, the archer count's getting pretty high. I mean, he's got 6 right now, continuing to build them. Starbuck threatening surrounds all day long, and now he's going for the wisps. And he was able to do that on autumn leaves, but right now Foggy's been able to wood harvest pretty easily this series, and the Deado's looking pretty good as well. 2, maybe. Oh, another deny from Starbuck though. But now this is what he has to do, like get in his face. I do think Foggy's going to grab a second hero and then go straight to the expansion. And it's going to be a Tinker, and Starbuck has to respect this.
Yeah, it's so important that Foggy was able to get Keeper level 3 in the meantime so that he can deal with these masses of footmen with just the Keeper alone. If he was on level 2, he would not be able to do what he just did. But now he's got the archers and the Tinker in position to deal with the expansion. The Keeper's just going to chase around the footmen all day. Dare I say, a very good-looking game for Foggy right now. And what's he got cooking? Well, he's got a Pocket Factory cooking, Rick.
Yeah, Pocket Factory archers. There's no tower here. Everything's so exposed, and these goblin clockwork goblins are going to do some serious work. Actually, he's chasing the army. I think he should just siege the expansion because I do think that Starbuck might lose this.
Starbuck might, well, he's pulled all the peasants away. He's getting a lumber mill. He might just call all the boys. Like, it's just archers. Starbuck is building a tower in the base of Foggy now, continuing to harass wisps. Is this a worthy trade, though? I don't think so, because again, the Keeper's level 3 with level 2 Entangle. Foggy's just going to go back, and this is a tough position for Starbuck, to say the least.
Yeah, Starbuck actually pulling his footies now to go on the aggression. Tower coming up in the main base, and maybe he feels like right now he could just push. He's got a bunch of footies in the main base as well, 2 more waiting.
Archmage level 3? No, it's going to be quite a while before the Archmage gets level 3. And yeah, if that peasant could all of a sudden build 6 towers, maybe it'd be decent, but the expansion is dead. I feel as though Starbuck maybe could have called some militia to help defend that, but it looks as though he's just going to immediately re-expand, which is kind of an interesting idea. And now he's finding a moonwell. What is that? The 4th moonwell. And he's finding the shop, but he still doesn't have the strongest Archmage to go for these sorts of cancels.
And Foggy would love to detonate, but the wisps have not been on wood. I mean, he's had a lot of wisps, but they haven't been harvesting. They've just been running away for a while. And I'm actually surprised that Starbuck's been able to catch up on the peasant count. You did say that a bunch of them were killed early. That tower does get canceled, but he was able to recoup that the wood count. He put the lumber mill there. And yeah, like you said, he's able to...
all of them except for 1 out of the expansion. He got like 9 out of the expansion. So he lost some in the early, but he got like all of them. He didn't lose any. He only lost the expansion when Foggy ran across the map there. The Archmage. Close. Town portal.
And this time, Starbuck's going to be on tier 2, so everything's looking pretty good, albeit like a late blacksmith, obviously. So his build not as clean as the Autumn Leaves one at all. And right now, Foggy's starting to creep up like crazy. Tinker soon to get level 3, or sorry, soon to get level 2. And second lore on the way with a shop. So Foggy's looking very good compared to game number 1, but Starbuck... There's still a timing here where Starbuck could probably just get things going. Oh, staff in from the Keeper.
That's just the power of the level 3 Keeper we're seeing right now. That's 1 footman going down. Foggy knows the exact amount of attacks he needs to secure the footman kills with the level 2 Entangle. He's got another one as well.
Oh, he's saving it for the Archmage. He's saving it for the Archmage. Oh, Dryad's coming into slow. Around. I think it's a dead mage.
Enough. Yep, it's dead and a half, dead city, and that might be close to game. It's only level 2 Archmage, but remember the expansion did die, and also remember Foggy halfway to tier 3 now. With double lore already set up, bears on the way, so dare I say, Starbuck will not be able to hold this expansion once Foggy hits tier 3.
Foggy making it work on 1 base. Looking really good. I do like the Tinker second as well.
Yeah.
Arcane Sanctum in the main base of Starbuck. Mountain King comes out second. Not going to be a Blood Mage this time. And he's going to be able to power creep this a bit, but he doesn't have that many footies. He's got like 3 footies. One of them's in the main base. There's the blacksmith in the back of the base as well. So it's going to be a much slower, a much sketchier rifle caster build, it looks like.
Yeah, this is just... I really like the adjustments from Foggy. I really like it. He decides, I'm not going to play the macro game. I'm just going to play aggressive and try to outplay you. And he really kind of did. The level 3 keeper was key. There's 3 towers almost up at this expansion, so the keeper's not going to be able to find much value there, but perhaps he could find the first couple of rifles. Maybe he could find an extra footman or two, because the Mountain King, like he said, is struggling to creep right now, and he's going to be struggling even more now that there's only 3 footmen instead of 4.
Does he lock this in? No way.
Oh my god. There is a staff. It's used immediately. Okay. Foggy not going to mess around with Destiny here, and he's just going to continue to creep the Tinker meanwhile. It's 3.5 already. Oh my god, we might see close to a level 5 Tinker this game, Rick.
That would be insane. The Bears almost getting bear form. Should be researching soon. And then Foggy's pretty much good to go. I mean, 50 supply, he could break whatever he wants. Got the double lures. Doesn't have the expansion, but like you said, the hero levels are insane right now.
Yeah. Master training on the way? Ooh, Foggy. Foggy's just not getting master training for his bears quite yet. He was saving for an expansion? No, he can still afford master training for his bears. He's still not getting it. Foggy? Alright, am I missing something?
He's getting that wisp, though.
Am I missing something? He's had the lumber for about a minute.
I think Foggy just kind of forgot. And that's going to help Starbuck a little bit indirectly. Deal. Yeah, he's hitting a timing, too, without the bears. He's going to find out really quickly when he tries to morph, and he goes, oh, no. And now his wood's starved a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Let's be fair, though. Okay, Starbuck does not have a lot of units. And there is a lot of rejuve and roar on these bad boys, but I'm sure Foggy would love to have 3 bears in bear form right now, right? Okay, yeah, he's just kind of going to own him, though, still, regardless. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, if the bears were going to be overkill, but right now it's still pretty tough for Starbuck.
Yeah.
The Shredder coming into defense is going to have to be the case, but look at this perfect pocket factory placement. Look at this. Oh.
Yeah, this is sick. And the treants, yeah, the treants to the left of it are just beauty. And it does so much damage. You cannot underestimate how much damage this pocket factory does. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know the numbers. Don't ask me the numbers, Rick, but they're high.
Treant's getting value. Everything's getting value. The archers and dryads in the back. Are we seeing the bear form? Yes, we are. Master. Yeah, halfway done, but he doesn't even need it. Like you said, everything going down. The economy is in shambles for Starbuck, and the Mountain King is about to die as well. Tries to cloak. Okay, he does save the Mountain King, but there's a lab right here.
Yeah, surprise Foggy's not going for it. Starbuck just sort of sacrificing the Mountain King to get a little bit more damage, and he needs every bit of damage he can get. Now the bears are master form, and this isn't the last of the pocket factories we're going to see. Neither is it the last of the treants we're going to see. And the orb is pretty much doing all the damage Foggy needs if the archers weren't there.
Yeah, a lot of damage. Tinker's just right in the front line at this point with the Potion of Greater Healing. If he does get into trouble, every single peasant is dying. I think there's 3 left. Economy's in shambles, 42 supply, and it's not getting any better than this. Foggy's doing it at 50. He's got a huge bank. Looks like he's going to tie up the series.
Yep, nice adjustments from Foggy. Yeah, he got surrounded a little bit in the early game, but he makes it work with the aggressive style as opposed to the macro style. Why play a macro game against a player that many people would say you're better than? Why not just kill him, right? Why not just kill him? Why let him play his game? He's a StarCraft player. Don't let him play his game.
Yeah, that's true. He is a StarCraft player. 1-1. Wow. And I was wondering, you know, when you see a game 1 like that where Starbuck's all over it, you're like, okay, if you do the same thing, what are the adjustments? And Foggy obviously skipping the expansion, going full aggressive himself. Hitting that timing early on where he pushed all those peasants away from the expansion while Starbuck was on the other side. It was a really good play. And now we're going into game 3, and I have no idea. No clue. No clue.
It did seem as though Starbuck just went for the same thing, which, you know, I think, again, is the best thing to do. But can he make those adjustments when he's behind now? Because Foggy did. Foggy clearly did. But can Starbuck make those adjustments now? The slight tweaking of the strategy to make it work in Game 3.
For sure. We got game number 3, guys. It's going to be on Last Refuge, and let's do it up. It's going to be Foggy versus Starbuck. The winner of this moves on to the next round. Forehead.
The winner does move on. The loser does go down to the loser bracket.
Not yet kicking anybody out of the house just yet, but oh, we will. Oh, we will.
Don't want to have to. I don't want to have to, you know?
Wow, Foggy's going to show us all 3 variations. The Keeper with the Expo, the Keeper no Expo, and must be a Beastmaster, baby.
Yeah, this is becoming almost standard on Last Refuge nowadays. Which you like to see. Like, almost every game that I see on Last Refuge in this matchup, especially in Asia, is Beastmaster all the time.
Yeah, I think LR has become like a Beastmaster just norm. Like, it's not even a cheese build anymore. It's kind of meta.
It was really strong. It scales to the late game as well. It's not as though you can't go into a second hero with it. You can go into a macro game with it. You can play the early aggressive style with it. It's just very good. Like, now that people have gone away from this Hawk Quill thing and go into more Bear Quill, realizing how good the Bear is, even if you get Dispel, it's very hard to kill that Bear on level 3. You know, it's good. It's good in the late game.
I concur. I do concur, Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor? Doctor?
You did a little more Cockney than I was ready for there. I was a little more Old English. But...
You're watching some Peaky Blinders, man. Don't try me. I got it. Doctor?
Yeah.
You don't mess with the Doctor.
Yeah, I had some nightmares like that guy last night, man. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Fever dreams, yeah.
38 the hot sweats.
Yeah, some fever dreams for sure.
Yeah, I usually get
didn't even think I slept.
Oh, all right. Well, thanks for being here. He actually gets that wisp. Starbuck does, and he should. Is he gonna pull the? He's gonna try to. Yep, he's gonna try to. Kills the critter. Where is the? Oh, is he gonna pull, or is he just gonna go to the expansion?
Immediate Beastmaster harass, and you know what? If he wanted to go for that pull, which actually I do think he wanted to go for the expansion all along, but it did look as though he might do the pull. Luckily for Starbuck, he was a little bit late to do so, so he saw the Beastmaster going for the immediate harass. But interesting, Foggy waits for his 4th archer, goes across the map, summons 1 bear to threaten to force Starbuck to not create big. What do I mean by big? Of course, I mean the Merc Camper, the immediate expansion attempt. And he just runs back and creeps himself. So sick.
Yeah, very nicely done. Gonna net him level 2, and Starbuck's still gonna be wary because he sees the bear here. And look at him. He's sending the peasants back. Might recall, but he's teching. So this is not gonna be an expo.
Now, I will admit, don't know what the proper decided on best way to deal with Beastmaster as human is. So maybe it's 1 base. I've always seen it played in a macro 2-base game, or 2-base against 1, where the Night Elf is the one trying to break the expansion of the human. But maybe 1 base just works against Beastmaster. Who knows? We'll have to see.
Level 2 for both players. Rune Bracers picked up for the Beastmaster. That's a decent item, especially if Mountain King is the second hero for Starbuck. Not going to be too bad at all. Blacksmith timing looking very good for Starbuck, and you know, 1 base. Everything's looking pretty square for both players. I would say the big thing, though, is Foggy's going to have a level 3 Beastmaster pretty quickly with that quick decision to go back and creep.
Yeah, is this going to be enough? This will be pretty close, but not quite the cigar just yet. But, of course, he can do creeping quick enough to get that level 3 in pretty much no time. Starbuck hasn't got the greatest of items, but he's also going to be able to get level 3, and one of these sort of, it's one of these matchups where getting level 4 Archmage is pretty good, just to have lots of water elementals to constantly fight against the summons of the Beastmaster. It's not uncommon, but this will be level 3 at least for both players. And Foggy going for a Hunt Hall on the high ground. I didn't know what that was initially. It's just good old standard 1-base, a classic.
Level 3 on the Archmage, probably going to go for a staff, sell the ring. He sells the ring and the boots. Picks up boots, circlet, and staff. So that's a big item switch there for Starbuck. Lesser Clarity gets canceled from the Beastmaster, and Beastmaster going to be wary. Starbuck needs to know what's going on. He's going to see, okay, you don't have an expansion. I still got to look for that tree, though, because the tree could be closer towards the base of Foggy. So still undetermined, and that's where the footies and the mercs are going to go up to the main base. He wants to put on some pressure on the wisps and scout what's going on. Oh, the Quill Beast actually killed the tower.
Yeah, it did kill the tower. It was canceled, however, but this means for the future of Starbuck that Foggy might just continuously send summons in there because the base is open currently, and eventually those bears have blink as well. So the harass could be good, and the defense is also good by Foggy currently with the mercs and the archers in the main base. Pushing the footmen back, and Both players are just going to chill back. What is the second hero? Mountain King. As you expected, so that Rune Bracers will find value. And lore is coming up for Foggy as well.
Okay, Foggy coming across the map. Going to be trying to kill this Berserker. Going to chase him. He doesn't have any more summons. He does have that replenishment, though, for that 75. So he doesn't have to go back and use Moonwells right away. Is he going to be able to get it? A deny would be perfect. Doesn't even need to deny any farm blocks. Beauty play from Starbuck. The Quill Beast still going to get this, though. Oh, he blocks the Quill Beast.
What a straight killer. One peasant still going to fall. One footman also going to pay the price. But they will save that Berserker. At least for now. At least for now, Rick.
Yeah, Foggy wants it. He's hungry. Naga second for Foggy, and he's going to be starting to creep up the shop of Starbuck, which is a problem, and he could easily go back to his own shop. So this is going to be full map control for Foggy and really good XP and items. And Potion of Greater Healing picked up by the Naga for here. This is a great position for Foggy to be in. And Starbuck's still kind of waiting for all his stuff to work and get started.
Yeah, this is just a good example of Foggy not letting Starbuck do what he wants to. Game 1 was, you know, Starbuck did whatever he wanted to. The game went exactly as he had planned, but now Foggy is the one setting the tempo, setting the pace, and pressuring Starbuck. Instead of getting his lures canceled, getting his wisps killed. He's the one being proactive, and this is how you get ahead in this matchup. You can just not let the human do whatever they want and walk all over you. You got to do stuff like Foggy, and now Foggy got both shops as well. Might lose one archer, but well worth it so far. Beastmaster almost level 4.
Yeah, and the Naga, level 2. Scroll of the Beast. But everything's looking pretty good. Shop coming up. Double lures. Still on tier 2, though, is Foggy. And no expansion behind this, so going to be a bit delayed. But the upgrades are looking pretty fat. I mean, he's going for the armor upgrades right now. He's going to start going. And we're still waiting for Starbuck to get a semblance of an army. It's really just a rifle, a footy, and a priest and a dream.
Yeah.
Second rifleman on the way. A rifle, long rifles, I think it's called. Yeah, is on the way as well.
Long rifles, yeah. Long rifles, improved bows. That's what they are.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, long rifle, improved bows. Level 2 on the Mountain King. More rings for Starbuck, who is getting horrible item after horrible item. Maybe the red camp could change it. This is a little bit tricky, but we'll see if he can do it. Of course, Foggy probably could creep the hardest camp in the entire game currently with the army he has, with the summons, of course, and the pressure is now coming across the map, but nice surround on the Ogre Lord. Gonna at least get this creep. Helm of Valor, again, not the greatest item for
man.
Starbuck.
It's been a nightmare. It's been a nightmare all day. Yeah, it's been a nightmare. I was thinking Django would be nuts, but yeah, I mean, just feels bad, man.
Right? Yeah. Cloak of Flames might even be better than that bad boy.
And great items. I mean, Healthstone, double greater heal for both heroes, and now picks up Book of the Dead.
Oh, this is
oh, is he gonna drop in the main?
And you know what Foggy can do with this Zeppelin? He can just ferry summons into the main base all day if he needs to, as well. Forces the TP with only the sight of the Zeppelin. Oh, forces the staff, rather. Fake TP.
Buy Starbuck enough time to get out. Is he gonna be able to save that Dryad? He does. Beautiful play from Foggy so far. It's just been very clean for the Ukrainians so far. I mean, I got to admit, Starbuck, he's trying to creep up almost level 3 on the Mountain King, which is nice, but he hasn't been able to do much of anything. And his army's gonna be spread now because he knows the fear of that Zeppelin. And look, a bunch of these rifle casters gonna have to stay in the base if he wants to defend, and Starbuck instead just staying in the base.
And Foggy's creeping at the same time. How sick would it be if he had backpack right now? He doesn't actually, so he's going to have to probably kill that item. Yeah, he will. But still, he's getting experience, and his heroes are in a Zeppelin right now taking a vacation.
But they are lingering, and they are lurking. They're going to drop, and this is... You're going to kill peasants. You're just going to kill peasants. One goes down right away. The slow on the Dryad, the slow on the Naga. Oh, the Fork Lightning. Out of range of the Arcane.
And this is why the workshop's being built. It's not for mortar teams. It's for a single flying machine to deal with the Zeppelin right now. Because how else do you deal with it?
Yep, just gets the value and gets on out of there. Beauty trades. Level 3, very close on the Mountain King right now, though. And there we go, he does get it.
A reveal from Foggy just to see... Okay, where's the army? Can I go back for more? Probably not, but I would like to see Foggy sending some more summons at least close so they can do the run by yet again, just the summons alone, and maybe an expansion I wouldn't mind seeing from Foggy at this point too. Is he aware the red camp has been crept? If not, he could just, if he was aware, he could just build his expansion on the high ground of that red camp. But for now, Foggy just going to be happy that he's about to have bears and that his army is only going to get stronger, whereas Starbuck is just trying to get his economy going again.
Yeah, so the economy is a problem for Starbuck, but correct me if I'm wrong, his army can fight. Level 3 Mountain King, rifles with upgrades. I don't think that Foggy has the better army right now, but he has traded that for, I'm just going to hit and run and decimate your economy, which he's doing a great job doing. Beastmaster almost level 5, but I do think that Starbuck wants to take a fight at this point.
Yeah, Blizzard retrain as well. And this is a position where Starbuck could go across the map. 4 Dryads are just beautifully placed by Foggy, though. But again, that's 12 supply, not with the main army. 3 rifles go back, which is a, 9 supply investment. But Foggy, of course, investing a little bit more than that. So both players should be able to fight. The Berserker going to die, and if those rifles can make their way across, maybe Starbuck, like you say, could find a timing to fight here.
Yeah, it's a weird position for both players. Foggy with the great harassment, but right now his army's a little bit spread. Those 4 Dryads going on a little hit and run team here. But yeah, the army for Foggy's definitely spread out, and now he's been banking for a long time though. And now he's going to break, and now he's going to start pumping out the bears. He doesn't have the upgrades just yet, but yeah, I think now he's going to start pumping out some bears. So that's going to start putting a dent in this, and maybe you need an Archmage retrain.
Yeah, he did retrain to Blizzard already.
Oh, yes, he did.
Actually going to kill 2 of these Dryads that were caught out. Nicely defended by Starbuck so far. Denied by Foggy. But yeah, this Dryad split, albeit a beautiful play from Foggy, has been swiftly dealt with. And that's 6 supply invested for, I believe, only 1 peasant kill. And Starbuck is playing this really well because he knows Foggy doesn't want to fight. So you have to almost like herd him into a corner, so that you force him to take a fight, and that's what Starbuck's been trying to do, and now he's trying to force a fight via taking the most valuable camp remaining on the map, and he's probably going to be successful in that, but he's going to get the creep. Not the greatest item yet again.
Man, it's been a nightmare! Double ring, helm, and Khadgar's. I already got the aura, he says. It's not the one I wanted. Oh, man. Feels bad, man.
Some more gold. At least you can get some more gold out of it, and, it is going to be a race to 80 supply on one base. I doubt we're going to see either player expand for quite a while. Foggy's probably just going to uproot his Tree of Eternity, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, and Starbuck is actually making the army composition with the mortar teams now. He knows exactly what he's up against, right? Archers, Dryads, Bears. He's got Blizzard. He's got Clap. Everything that he needs to get. The Zeppelin is going to be a problem, but he starts targeting right away. Here comes the Blizzard. Clap. The Blizzard Clap is great.
Yeah, that was a fantastic start to the fight for Starbuck, but the Fork Lightning is also great, and that's 2 rifles so far. My god, the Fork Lightning is just so powerful. Clap's going to get 1 archer. Blizzard is good. Dispel on a couple of summons. 3rd rifle falls a 4th, about to. Actually, yeah, 4th falls a 5th is even low at this point. 1 bear getting low. So an archer and a bear so far for 5 rifles, but the Blizzard going to get a few more kills here. Oh, the Zeppelin micro. Oh my god, the Zeppelin saves both archers there.
Yeah, this is very scrappy fight. I do think Foggy's still in the lead somewhat as long as there's bears on the floor, and the Mountain King mana is starting to run out. Starbuck's going to get out of here.
Oh, man, he killed 1 archer and 1 bear there and lost 5 rifles, maybe even a little bit more than that.
Not the greatest choke from Starbuck, though. You don't definitely want to fight in the middle of the map with tons of room for Foggy to get on top of you. He did keep a bunch of the rifles alive, but he definitely needs to heal them up. Yeah, great fight for Foggy.
Yep. Beastmaster almost level 5. Yep, it will be level 5 after this creep camp, and Naga getting close to level 4 as well. But it's not going to be the biggest upgrade for Foggy, but the Beastmaster level 5 will be quite huge.
And Foggy saying, okay, I took a good fight. You know what else I can do to get ahead? Is decimate his economy. Right now, Starbuck's trying to build units. He's trying to come back. He's sitting on his laurels, but I'm going to take those laurels and I'm going to eat them.
Shove them up your ass.
That's what I wanted to say. I didn't know if we were cool, but...
Now I know you're cool.
Now that I know you're cool. There we go. Bunch more peasants going down. There's 2, maybe possibly a 3rd. Good Blizzard.
Repair, but the farm's kind of working against Starbuck currently. Capital D, colon. The bears are low. Is there double staff? No, only single, so the town portal may be going to have to be used, and it will indeed. And Foggy gets out of there without any losses. Kills 2 peasants. But honestly, okay, 3 peasants. Is it worth the TP at the end of the day? The lumber's still fine for Starbuck. Maybe not, but he does weaken that tower. He does weaken the economy yet again, and probably going to set himself up in the future for more hit and run.
67 versus 55. And the reason why 55 looks so small, this is a big army for the human, but there's no economy behind this. This is probably going to be one last ditch effort fight. He sold the Cadgers, but I'm surprised he didn't sell some of these other items for maybe a mana pot or something. You're going to need some damage from your Mountain King.
Yeah, he needs, just needs a lot of collapse. He needs to get these bears down. How many heal scrolls does Foggy have? He's only got 1. He's going to be able to afford a second right now, though, and that's probably more than enough for Foggy. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but certainly not GG quite yet. But you do not typically want to be on even supply when you're a tech down, especially against high-level heroes like this.
Foggy making it work. 1-2 upgrades on the bears, too, so a lot of sustain in this army. They can take a lot of damage. They can take danger. Aerodynamic bears.
Can you take danger?
He doesn't play anymore, right?
They call me the Iceman, Rick.
Oh, man, that's real dark.
Not talking about Chuck Liddell either.
Oh, man, yeah, I knew who you were talking about. Yeah, I knew. You get real dark side lately, and yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Level 4 on the Naga. We'll see if this is Claws +9. Could certainly be even better than that. Maybe a mantle, or a pendant, rather. And yeah, it is a pendant. That's going to be beautiful for this Naga, Rick. What do you think about that? A little more Fork Lightning action in you. Yeah,
565 mana used to be the cost of a Subway footlong, but now we're getting hosed.
Right?
Yeah, 565, $5 footlong. Yeah, tuna's really expensive and also very gross.
Also made in a lab, apparently, or something like that. Who knows?
Yeah,
they found no actual tuna DNA within the tuna.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you didn't see that? That was trending on Twitter for like a week, bro.
No, it doesn't. Well, it's very gross.
The stream is not sponsored by Subway, by the way.
Yeah,
but if it was, you bet that I would tell you the tuna's real.
Oh yeah, if we were getting paid for it, we'd tell you to go get with Subway right now. We'd pause the stream and say go get a Subway footlong.
To be fair to Subway though, I would, even after hearing that, I'd probably eat Subway today even.
I eat Subway a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I do like it quite a bit still. I don't care about the tuna. I don't even like tuna.
Actually, tuna on flatbread is pretty good. You just nuke that up, you make the bread nice and soft, and it bums me out. I've had a lot of tuna on flatbread. I don't even know what I put in my body. And that's what I'm blaming for my unhealthiness, by the way, is that tuna. So there you go.
You never know. You never know how much of a contributing factor it was. The supply is close to even, Rick.
It just turns out you're eating, you know, broken down gravel mixed with mayonnaise.
Yeah. It's people. It's people.
And yeah, it looks like Starbuck going to be pushing across. Bolts one of the bears. The supplies are getting closer and closer. Starbuck's had a lot of time.
Staff. The Beastmaster's being so blocked. Can he get a staff? Okay. He was so blocked by his army there, Rick, that he was so close to not getting that staff off. But yeah, what were you saying? Go ahead, sorry. What was up?
Oh, I'm just kind of bummed out about the tuna.
You know, Starbuck has 1,100 extra gold in his main base than Foggy does, so if he can disable Foggy from being able to walk his Tree of Eternity, which, by the way, does not have Nature's Blessing, maybe Starbuck could push this 1,000 extra gold that he has. Get a bigger army.
Oh, the Blizzard. The Blizzard for the creeping is good. This is a very close level 5 Archmage, by the way. He's going to get it from this this creep. Can he get a good item just to seal the last creep of the game? You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's not even going to get it. That's a cherry on top. He's not even he's not going to get the item.
It probably would have been a Pendant of Energy or something, too.
Yeah, it's too bad. Would have been the real tuna.
Mortars out of position. That's a rough start. The Sorks and the Mortars, those are your carry of your army here. And the Bears are finding beautiful surface area. This is just a great engagement by Foggy. Oh, my God. Just perfect from Foggy. I just don't see any chance really for Starbuck to win. He's going to have to get a whole lot of kills right now, and he doesn't even have any more mana on the Mountain King.
Oh, there's so much red, and they're on top of everything. The Blizzard is just on the water. Okay, it does target a bear now, but yeah, there's just not much value here. Great comeback from Foggy in this series after a great game one from Starbuck, but He's starting to dwindle. 49 supply against 73. Foggy doesn't look like he's missing a beat, and now the Bears are just straight move commanding right to try to get in a great position. Just eating the claps, because as long as they get the surface, the damage will always be there. There's just too many Bears, Carson.
Yeah, there's just too many. That engagement was not what Starbuck was looking for. I think he could have waited and waited and waited and hopefully, like I said, push that extra 1,000 gold to the moon, but Foggy found the angles. He attacked from 2 different directions. He got nice Fork Lightnings on that Naga, and the Naga level 5 just does so much damage with the Fork Lightning. And the beginning of the end, it was a great attempt from Starbuck, who certainly was not the favorite against Foggy, especially with his off race, of all things. But put up a great fight, and he's continuing to try to do so, but it's going to take a whole lot of kiting here. That's probably just
Foggy trying to help out Starbuck, killing his own archery. He says, like, can I help in any way?
A dead mage.
Because you're down bad. Oh, that's a dead mage and a dead king and GG. And that's going to be it. Foggy comes back.
Yep.
Whoops. Yeah, comes back with the 2-1 after a great start from Starbuck. And I still do think that he's a dark horse in this group. Don't get me wrong. I think, you know, you can't keep him out of the game. You can't get the dog out of the game if you're Foggy.
Can't fool me. Can't fool me.
You fool me once, give it another fool again, you know.